What is up, my Game Brigaders? Welcome back to Game Brigade. My name is Brian. Thank you for joining me. Today in the show, we're doing another Should You Back Before You Buy. Working through the title there. Let me know what you guys think of the title. We're going to be doing a dive into Nanty Narking, The Rise of Cthulhu from Phalanx Games. This is a game I was pretty stoked about seeing. I actually got a prototype. I haven't had a chance to really dive much into it because I got it just the weekend before this campaign launched. But there's only 13 days left on this campaign, so I thought, you know what, we need to talk about this game, explain what I know about it so that you guys can make a better backing decision going forward. And if I can, I will try to get a preview video or first impressions video, what the things I do before the end of the campaign. We'll see what we can do, but we're going to do a Should You Back on this one because I like this game. I want to talk about this game. Before we do that, though, remember we have our giveaway going, which will be giving away a copy of Avalon the Riven Vale once we hit 10,000 subscribers. We're only 500 subscribers away, actually less than that. So to help us get there, please subscribe to the channel, like the content, share it. And to enter those giveaways, you will have to leave a comment doing the comment giveaway question. I'll have a question of the day that I'll be asking at some point in this video. You must answer that with the proper hashtag, and that'll get you a free entry to our giveaway. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring up the gamefound camera. So this is Nanty Narking, Rise of Cthulhu. I've already mentioned it's from Phalanx Games. At the time of this filming, there are 13 days left to go. So Nanty Narking. This game is an older title, very well regarded. If you can't really see it, but if you go over here, you can see the base game here. Very well regarded, the original game. So what is Nanty Narking and what is the expansion bringing to the gameplay? So let's talk about that. Nanty Narking, the base game, is an area control card playing game where you are going to be drawing these cards from the deck, and each of these cards has a certain type of ability that you're going to be playing, which allows you to take different types of actions and interacting with the board, as you also try to gain area control elements on the actual board. Those are all things I enjoy. I like card playing systems and I enjoy area control systems, especially when they're done kind of interestingly. There's also a secret goal, if you mention here, which each player is going to have an actual secret goal that'll be your win condition that not everyone will be sharing. So you're going to have a thing that you're trying to do. Now, the game rules very clearly state that everyone should very much know what those secret goals are, like what are available, so that way you can see what people are doing and potentially stop them or hinder them from winning the game. So let's see if we can get down to what the cards play. Okay, here we go. So here are some of the examples, some of the cards you'll have. You'll have a card here. It's going to have a list of actions on the left-hand side. Now, originally when I'm reading this rule book, I was like, wow, these are really small. It's going to be hard to understand. You're going to have a player aid that's going to have them all listed down. But effectively, you have a list of actions that are available to you. Now, you can take all of them or some of them, but they allow you to do different things. So here they are. From this example, you have 3 actions. You'll just come down here and refer to what it is. So, for example, insanity. This one's a mandatory action. You will do the thing. You'll look at the next one. It's some guy. So it's place or move a minion. You'll do that if you want to. And the next one is whatever that symbol is, which is scroll. Perform an action describing the text at the bottom of the card. So whenever you see this, that means you will do this bottom action. So that's effectively how the card play system works. Some of the cards allow you to play additional cards that turn, which allows you to have some sort of combinations and actions. So that's effectively the main concept of the game. You're going to be playing these cards, doing those different types of actions. Now, you're going to be getting different types of buildings and things like these city buildings, which are going to help you get your influence on the map. They also will basically cost money or gain you different types of resources so that you can perform different types of actions and more powerful stuff. So that's the base game. Nanty Narking, the expansion here that we're going to be talking about is going to be including a little bit more stuff to make the game a little bit more complex, but adding a little bit of asymmetry to the gameplay. So if we go down to, I think it's back to that same screen. This is actually the thing I was looking for originally. If we go here to the overview, one of the things that I want to first mention is that the expansion is going to bring in the old gods, which are effectively these asymmetrical roles that you're going to get that each player is going to have. So, for example, this Shub Nagaroth, when you place or move an agent, you may place another agent in the same area. Or Cthulhu, your hand size is 6 instead of 5. So these are kind of asymmetrical abilities that are going to change the way the gameplay plays. I like that change. They're also adding this new insanity track and card type to the game pool. So this insanity track, when I mentioned right here, is a mandatory track. Basically, the insanity track is going to be one of the ways that the game could end if you get to all 13 insanity markers. So those are additional ways for the gameplay to interact with the players. So those are some of the different changes. Now, I highly recommend, of course, going to what is Nanty Narking and going to the overview if you have any additional questions of what these are. But that's effectively what the gameplay is. I've kind of given you real overview, like high-end overview of what the game is. Let's talk about what we're looking at in terms of pledge rewards. So the first one that they're obviously featuring here is the Great Pledge. This one, it's okay. I don't mind this one if you are a playmat user. So let's make sure we immediately differentiate that. So this gets you the base game. The base game's hard to get. So if this is something like, I have friends in the game group, Louis, I'm talking about you. He's probably going to comment about this anyway. So Louis, I hope to see your little comment down below. Nanty Narking is a game that's kind of a grail game for many people. It's hard to find. It's been kind of limited print run as it was. So this is a great way to get the game into your collection. So the Great Pledge allows you to do that. You'll be getting the base game Nanty Narking. You're also going to be getting the Nanty Narking Rise of Cthulhu expansion, the deluxe miniature set. These are going to enhance some of the miniatures, so your agents and whatnot that you're sending around to the board is what those are going to be doing. And then you're also going to be getting that playmat. The playmat is user choice. If you like playmats, this is great. It's really hard to like recommend them. Like I'm a big playmat guy. That's the problem though. I've got way too many playmats stuck in the corner over here, so they're not always easily accessible. But I do know with the way this board is made, I believe it's a 6-sided square board. So playmats will reduce the amount of crevices that you're going to have and potential lifting of the board. So that's one of the reasons I like playmats in this situation. The other thing that you're going to be getting in this pledge are the card holders. Take it or leave it from me. I don't necessarily need this. I'm totally fine holding 5 or 6 cards in my hand at any given time. But some people enjoy the flexibility of having them laid out in front of them. They're also for ADA, accessibility issues if you need that as an option. I don't necessarily need this, but I would take it or leave it. You could come up with interesting ways to take photos of your cards and stuff. That's one of the things I actually look forward to with something like that. And the final thing is the 5th Year of London. This is a paragraph game. They've talked about this in the updates. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't looked much into that because it's not really the focus of what I'm looking at when I'm backing this game. Now, alternatively, the one that I was really also kind of considering for myself was the Deluxe Pledge. This gets you the Nanty Narking base game. It gets you the expansion set, but it also gets you the deluxe miniatures. No playmat. So this is where you ask yourself that question. 99 euros or is 125 euros? You're definitely getting a deal on the cost of the playmat if you were to add this separately, because they're charging 38 euros for this playmat. So if you went here, you could see here for 38 euros. You're also charging 20 euros for the card holders. So you're clearly getting a better deal by doing the Great Pledge. It just really asks yourself, do I need a playmat? I probably, based on what I've seen with what I have, I probably would select the prototype, but the playmat, but I also have a prototype, so you can't really go off too much about what I've seen. I just seen how it's designed and I've seen how I don't like how those type of boards can move around quite a bit. If you already have the base game, the expansion pledge is one that you could take a look at, and the Elder Pledge is the same thing, but it does not include, it's the same thing we're talking about is the expansion pledge. You're just getting that playmat as well as those card holders. So those will be for you. So here are the stretch goals for the game. I normally don't cover deeply into the stretch goals, but what I do want to say is I enjoy what I'm seeing here with adding additional great ones and additional card types, things that that are increasing the playability and, you know, content of the actual gameplay elements. So I enjoy those things. If you're looking for any additional content regarding opinions or whatnot, recommend checking out some of these channels. I really enjoy this On Table gal. She does incredible content and great videography work. And you can also check out some original content here for the original base game. So we're going to go on and head back over to my big ol' head and finish up with the discussion as well as the question of the day. So my original take here is that of all the campaigns I've been seeing a lot lately, it's hard to find games that are pretty much guaranteed shoo-in as good games. Those are hard to find, and especially games that are kind of hard to buy secondhand or find in retail. This is kind of checking all those boxes for me. This is a game that's hard to find in retail. It's hard to find secondhand, limited print run originally, very good overall opinions from reviewers and whatnot who have played the game. So this is an opportunity to get that original game that's very highly regarded, as well as an expansion that looks to just be enhancing, not altering the core concepts of the game, but just adding on to those core concepts and getting a little bit more asymmetrical powers and abilities to players. I think those are all win-wins. So in terms of a game that I'd be looking at in terms of backing in the current crowdfunding space, this one really aligns with me in that regard. So my question of the day, remember, if you want to enter the giveaway, you have to do the question of the day, hashtag QOTD somewhere in your comment. But my question of the day is, what are you usually looking for when it comes to crowdfunding games? Are you kind of aligning with me in the sense that if it's a game that is well regarded, hard to find, and well priced, are those kind of games, are those games that you're looking for? I would like to know what you guys think. So leave a question, answer your question down below for me in the comment section down below. Remember, you must be subscribed to the channel if you want to get to be eligible for the giveaway. So make sure you do that as well. And if you want to support the channel, smash that thumbs up button and whatnot. Also, at the end of the video here, check out my cool little gift I got here from Awaken Realms. If you want to know more about what this is from and some of the hidden details, make sure you watch the vlog on Monday as I kind of talk about that. Okay, guys, I'm going to go and wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for watching the channel, supporting the show, and all those things. If you want to talk to me more personally, you can always check out the Discord. There's also a Patreon if you want to support the channel monetarily. Thank you if you choose to do so. No obligations, obviously. My name is Brian, and I will talk to you very soon.